goes to Kaylee Velasquez, 716, 16 pounds steer.
Okay, what were the comments on
And
yours?
Kaylee hails from Bloomfield, New Mexico.
Somebody said turn off the...
Congratulations to our grand and reserve champion prospects here. We need both of those to go take pictures in the backdrop in the open cattle barn right now. And as soon as we get those
I guess you guys were
pictures
talking.
and the judge back in the ring, we will start our showmanship class. So we'll start off with the juniors first. Junior cattle for showmanship. You need to be lined up for that first class. We have 2 classes of juniors, 4 classes of intermediate, and a senior showmanship class. So that first class of junior showmen, start getting ready.
Bonding. We need to make Devin take a picture of this. Actually, let's do it tomorrow. Oh, but I love this cheetah sweater.
Well, we're taking a short break here. Remind you the Hacienda Bar and Grill is open right behind us, right behind the show ring here. Warm food, cool beverages.
they're stopping here. I wonder if I should move. Probably.
In the ring now we have Class 1 of our junior division, Prospect Steer Showmanship. We'll pick the top from the two classes and bring them back to pick our Grand and Reserve Junior.
We go into our showmanship division. I'm going to try to be as efficient as I can. I will tell you guys here in the junior, intermediate, and senior divisions that all of you have gone through the ring, and showmanship's not something that just started 10 minutes ago. It's something that I pay attention to all day long. So I appreciate you guys coming out here, and I'll talk a little bit more about that as we go forward. But at the end of the day, it's 7 o'clock and you guys are still out here competing. I think that's good stuff. And so we're going to hang tight with you. We're going to get you some winners out here, and we're still going to have a lot of fun as we go through it. So I'm not going to talk about the kids in here or what I'm looking for, because it gives that second heat a little bit of an unfair advantage. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to invite 5 of the individuals in here to come back for the finals. And then as we wrap up each age division final, I'll go ahead and kind of discuss some of the things that are important to me for that respective age group. So I appreciate you guys coming out here. You guys are working tough, and that tells me a lot about your character and that you care. You want to get better, and this is the best way to do it. So hats off to you guys for coming out here. I'm going to name off 5. My first finalist, if you will, would be this young man right in front of me. Go ahead and pull your black cap out. Second finalist would be the young man directly in front of him. Go ahead and pull that cap out. Then our other 3 finalists will be the 3 individuals actually up front. The young man's all the way up there with the cap, second spot, and then the kind of smaller, dark chocolate kind of colored steer there. Those are the 5 that are going to be coming back for our finals. But those of you guys that are out here, I appreciate you coming out here. It's been a fun day working with you. You guys keep your heads up. Give all these kids a nice round of applause as we exit this first heat of the junior division.
You got one behind you, sir.
All right, we're going to ask those 5 finalists to stay close and be ready, and bring in class number 2 of our junior showman. Class number 2, junior Prospect Steer Showmanship. Please enter the ring. I'll remind you, the hacienda bar and grill is open right behind us. Hot food, cold beverages. We want to thank some of our sponsors of the Junior Prospect Cattle Show. Showbroom, Sullivan's Supply, WW Rodeo Livestock Systems, Tractor Supply, Western Ag Life Media, and You Can Bid. And the proprietor, Mr. Paul Ramirez. Give our sponsors a big hand. Entering the ring now is our Class 2 Junior Prospect Steer Showmanship.
Well, we're going to do the exact same thing for this heat, but we're going to invite 5 of them back for our finals here just momentarily. But again, I'll just echo those same comments that I made in that first heat. The fact that you guys are out here this late in the evening after a long day, still out here competing, says that a lot about your character, and I'm big on that. So I got to tip my hat to you guys, even if you don't make the finals. The fact that you're out here competing and willing yourself to get better, I think is really a really cool, really neat thing that you're doing out here. So your parents ought to be proud of you no matter what. I think it's exceptional to have this kind of participation this late in the evening. So with that being said, I will keep my final comments for the junior divisions to myself until I finish that division, but we will invite the following 5 back for the finals. We'll first invite the first 2 young ladies up front. I'll send an invitation to the young lady second from the end with the short horn colored stare. Go ahead and pull yours out. We'll also invite the young lady in the pink that's directly in front of me. And our final finalist will be the young man with the white stare. Let's give all of these kids a nice round of applause. Congratulations. Thank you for coming out today. It certainly was a pleasure working with you young people.
Give a big thank you to all our junior participants. Let's bring the 5 for the first class back in. So we're going to have 10 competitors from our junior division competing for the Brandon Reserve Showmanship Champions. On deck, let's have our Class 1 of the intermediate on deck, ready to go. Like you should be making your way ringside. Class 1 intermediates, please make your way ringside, and Class 2. They're getting ready.
I don't know how to make that bell.
Our judge today is Dr. Chris Cassidy. He is currently an instructor and the livestock judging team coach at Iowa State University. He's judged shows in over 35 states, including the Houston Livestock Show, Fort Worth Stock Show, National Western, and the North American International Livestock Exposition. And now he can add the premium show to his list, the Arizona National. I want to remind you the Hacienda is open till 9 o'clock. Food, warm beverages, or Yes, hot tea, cool beverages. Maybe a warm one if you have some ice. I take a moment to thank our sponsors of the Prospect Steer Show today. Show Bloom, Sullivan's Supply, WW Rodeo Livestock Systems, Tractor Supply, Western Ag Life Media, and You Can Bid auction website. Mr. Paul Ramirez, a good friend of the show, proprietor there. Don't forget the exhibitor's breakfast. That's tomorrow, 6 to 8:30 a.m. That's in the youth building, where they're currently holding the opening dedication and reception this evening. You should have gotten a breakfast ticket in your packet. Be sure to check that and plan on joining us for a great breakfast tomorrow. 6 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. tomorrow, right here in the youth activity building behind us. In the ring now we have our top 10 junior showmen competing for the champion and reserve champion junior showman in the Prospects Steer division.
Katie, are you doing ribbons too?
Well, let these kids go ahead and wrap up this first junior division. I'm very pleased. Again, I can't tell you guys enough how proud I am that you decided to come back out here and compete. I think it's really, really cool, and I think you're headed in the right direction if you have that kind of attitude and mindset. So, as far as the junior division goes, and I'm not totally confident on what the ages of these kids are out here, but you guys are darn good. And for a junior, I think at this level, there's a few as pointers that I would probably share with you guys. And you know, if you want to be good at showmanship and you want to be good at something in general, you got to practice at it. So you got to come out here and you got to continue to do it and learn from your mistakes. And knowing that, I said before, showmanship doesn't start 10 minutes ago or 15 minutes ago whenever you walked in the ring. You've got to prepare at home. You got to prepare like you're going to play. So put the work in at home, and it will make this so much easier when you're calf and you have built a rapport with one another, and you have the ability to anticipate every move. And so I would challenge you from now on, these are prospect cattle, so you're going to be showing them for a while, but I challenge all of you guys to continue to put in extra hours in your barns and working with these cattle, because when you have the ability to position those cattle without the use of the show stick, you can walk them right into it. That's what I think the view of a natural showman should look like, and that takes time and that takes practice. So my challenge is for you guys to continue doing that, hone in your craft, and go from there. So with that being said, I'm going to keep my comments fairly brief here as well, but I do think that there are two standouts, and you should be proud that you made it this far. You're the top cut of the junior division, but I do think that there are two young people out here that excel in everything that I talked about, but aren't distracting. And so it's all about showing your animal and not yourself, and how you can present that animal without me ever being able to have to pay attention to you, I think is is really a skill that you can really hone in. So with that being said, congratulations to all of you guys. You've done great all day long, all afternoon long. If you guys would at ringside, put your hands together one last time for these kids. I will name off our reserve champion first. And then I will name off our champion. Our reserve champion, congratulations again, goes out to the young lady that's directly in front of me. Give her a nice hand. Congratulations. And I'm a big first impression guy, and this person really hit me hard. They came into the ring ready to roll. They came in to go take the honors away, and I really appreciate that. I'm big on first impressions, and this person said a really great first impression with me all day long. Put your hands together and help me congratulate the young lady up front. That'll be our champion.
We'd also like to congratulate our reserve champion, junior showman in the prospect division, Caitlin Pamiempa. She hails us from Parker, Arizona. Give a round of applause for our grand reserve champion in the junior division. Well, our Class 1 intermediate showmanship class is entering the ring. I want to recognize some of our sponsors and belt buckles for the Junior Prospect Cattle Show. Salt River Project, VA Glen Byproducts, Mr. Clyde Sharp, and Absolute Paving. Give them a big hand for helping sponsor our banners and buckles for the Prospect Show. Entering the ring, we have class 1 of the intermediate showmanship. We'll have 4 classes. Dr. Cassidy will pick individuals from each of the 4 classes, and we'll bring all those back to pick our Grand and Reserve intermediate.
All right, so we've got 4 heats here in our intermediate division, so obviously we won't be able to take 5 every time to make this number fairly manageable. So I'm going to invite 3 back from this heat to compete here in the finals after our intermediate heats are completed. So with that being said, I'm going to extend the invitation first off to this young man here in the back with the gold steer. Give him a nice hand. Young lady directly in front of me in the pink sleeves with a market heifer. And then the young lady in the second spot with that red steer. Again, I'd like to say thank you for guys for coming out here, because these younger guys that just finished up are going to be over here watching you guys, and it's a great way to learn and to set that example again, to come out here and compete and continue to work and to lead by example. This is an incredible heat. It's not easy to excuse the rest of you, but those are the 3 that will be invited back to the finals. So if you get, again, ringside, please help us congratulate these kids. Give them a big hand as they exit the ring.
Who are the 3 cats? Pink sleeves, blonde heifer, and I didn't catch the third one.
What's that?
I think this right here. Is it warm in the watching on the Facebook Live?
All right, let's open the gate and get a Class 2 started into the ring. Entering the ring now is Class 2 of our intermediate prospect steer showmanship. We'll have 2 more classes after this. Dr. Cassie will pick out individuals from each class to bring back for a final round to select our intermediate showman and trainer reserve showmanship champion. Hungry? Thirsty? Go to the Hacienda Bar and Grill. Great food, drinks, and fun. Right behind this greenhouse stand here. Open till 9 o'clock this evening. I say thank you to our sponsors for Banner's Dump Buffers today in the Prospect Show, Salt River Project, B.A. Glenn byproducts, applied sharp, and absolute paving. If you're looking for business services, please keep those businesses in mind as supporters of our livestock show.
Dinner plans are after this. Can we just go back?
Our finals, so we got to kind of keep in mind where the natural breaks are in these classes. So the numbers that I invite are going to fluctuate a little bit, but that doesn't mean that all these kids out here aren't deserving of recognition. Again, not sounding like a broken record, but for coming out here and competing. And you know, showmanship's kind of a touchy thing. I understand, but I've got kids of my own, and I understand that it's easy to beat a calf, but it's not easy to beat a kid. But you guys at ringside, if these are your kids, you got to be proud. So. As far as I said, we got to get to 10 for our finals, so we've got 2 more heats left, and already got 3 spots already filled. And in this particular group, I think there's a couple that really surface, and so we're going to stick with 2 out of this group, but and then we'll invite them back for our finals. So without further ado, I'll introduce to you the 2 invitations that I will extend to these young people out here. Our first invitation will be to the young lady in our 3rd spot with the short horn colored strip. And our second invitation will be the young lady all the way up front with the yellow strip. Again, congratulations guys. Give all these kids a big round of applause. It's been a long day and they've come out here and competed and kept working hard. Congratulations.
give the showmen a round of applause as they exit the ring. We'll have 2 coming back from Class 2. As soon as the ring clears, Class 3, so we start entering the ring. So Class 3, you should be lined up at the gate ready to go.
Thank you so
Class
much.
4, be thinking about it.
Not weird?
Get a little closer. Put your arms around it. Oh. No.
Yep, nice shot.
You look like you're
Good work, team.
probably. Could be worse. You should have said that.
Good work today. Nice shot.
8%. Oh, use my phone. I got this 60%.
Well, we've got another heat in the books, so we'll go ahead and continue to keep this train rolling, and we've got one more heat left in our intermediate division. But again, great set of kids, worked hard all day long. Don't want to sound like a broken record, but can't tell you guys enough how important that I think that is for going forward in your life. So with that being said, we've got a little smaller group in here, and I do think that there are a couple of them that are going to fit very nicely and very competitive in that final heat here momentarily. So I'm going to extend an invitation to two individuals to come on back for our championship drive within the intermediate division. First invitation is going to go to the young lady that's circling right now with that kind of blue roan, or the roaned up calf there. And then our second invitation is actually going to go to this young man directly in front of me with this silver white-legged calf right in front of me as well. But again, give all these young people a nice round of applause as they exit the ring. Another outstanding, excellent division here of intermediate showmen.
Class 4, as soon as we're clear, we'll need Class 4 intermediate showmanship in the ring. And then we'll need our senior class. First, when we finish Class 4, we'll bring back all the callbacks from Class 1 through 4 to select our intermediate Grand Reserve Champion showman. Immediately following that, we'll go to our senior showmanship class. So, senior showmanship, be thinking about it. Intermediate callbacks, be ready. Class 4, let's start coming in the ring.
Decide if I want to walk from here tonight or not. Trying to decide.
callbacks from classes 1, 2, 3, and 4 to select our intermediate showmanship champion and reserve champion. Those intermediate callbacks, please be ready at the gate. And senior showmanship class, be thinking about it, please be on deck.
Well, we'll go ahead and wrap up this final heat in the intermediate division. And for this one, for me, I think it kind of shook itself out pretty straightforward. There are 3 of them in here that I think are going to be very viable contenders here in our final drive. So we're going to invite 3 young folks out of this group for coming back for our final. So again, those of you guys, we're losing a little bit of the crowd because we're getting towards the end here, but if you would, again, show your encouragement with these kids. Give them a big, nice round of applause and congratulate them for their efforts. Our first invitation will go to the young lady that's circling right now. Second invitation will go to the young man with the black steer in the second spot. And our third invitation will be the young lady that's directly behind him with the white steer. So those will be our 3 finalists. Again, congratulations to you guys. It's been an excellent run here in the intermediate division, and I'm excited to get them out for the finals. Congratulations.
As soon as we clear the ring, we need all our intermediate showman callbacks to compete for our brand new reserve intermediate showman. All right, let's bring in all our callbacks for the intermediates, classes 1, 2, 3, and 4. In the ring now, we have our finalists for the intermediate prospect steer showmanship competition. Our senior showmanship class, you need to be on deck, headed toward the gate, ready to go. I'll remind you the Hacienda Bar and Grill is open right behind us till 9 o'clock. Hungry? Thirsty? You got a place to go. I'd like to thank our sponsors of our Prospect Cattle Show today: Showbloom, Solvent Supply, WW Rodeo Livestock Systems, Tractor Supply, and Mr. Paul Ramirez from Western Ag Life Media and You Can Big. Also, I'd like to give special thanks to our buckle and banner sponsors for today's Prospect Steer Show: Salt River Project, VA Glen Byproducts, Mr. Clyde Sharp, and Absolute Paving.
Well, I knew that this division was going to be tough. We had a lot of different great young showmen that came out of those respective heats and whatnot, and I knew it was going to be tough. And this is definitely an exciting, and like I said in that junior division, if this is one of your kids out here, you should be darn proud, because you know, it takes some talent to get to this point, but like I said in that junior division, it takes a lot of preparation and a dedication to getting better. And so what you're seeing in front of you is a group of kids that have worked hard at something, and so it deserves to be recognized. So before we talk about the things that I looked at, again, if you would, give them a nice hand and congratulate these finalists in our intermediate division. And so I think the basics are already there, is what we talked about in our showmanship, knowing where to orient yourself within the ring. And I think at this point, you take those basic skills that you have when you develop through your junior careers, work up into the intermediate divisions, and then start fine-tuning things. And it becomes more of a personal preference from a judge's standpoint of who's that person that can come out here and make that good impression on you. And I think all of these kids have done an exceptional job of that. So, like I said, it comes down to a personal preference, but you guys should be very, very proud of this finished product between kid and calf out here. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and name our reserve first, and then I will name off our champion. Congratulations to this young lady directly in front of me with this silver cap. She'll be your reserve. If you give her a nice round of applause. And there's one out here that I probably should have said something in the show. I remember this person, and I have never seen this person's calf out of position. I've literally never been able to see it, and I think that is something that's pretty remarkable, and this person can make this calf look that good and never be distracting. So that's the epitome of what I look for in this kind of division. So if you would, help me congratulate the young lady in our second spot with that gold steer. Should be our champion.
feels like